third baseman number 22, Lauren Ramos. Batting eighth, first baseman number 35.
Welcome back to Schaefer Park. We get you set for game number 3. And again, this will be an elimination game here at the NCAA South Central Regional Tournament from Schaefer Park. This one will feature St. Mary's University, the Rattlers. They just won the game previous to this, defeating Cameron 5-0. They will take on a very tough Colorado Christian Cougars team. Colorado Christian, the number 2 seed in this South Central Region tournament. And for the Cougars, they suffered a 5-4 loss. There's a look at the total bracket, the complete bracket, I should say, here on this side, being hosted by West Texas A&M between WT, Cameron, Colorado Christian, and St. Mary's. Cameron has been knocked out of the tournament with their second loss. And so the winner of this game advances, plays some more softball tomorrow against West Texas A&M. The losing team will see its season end. And this is a rematch as we look at head coach Donna Fields of St. Mary's University, 26th season, leading the team. And for St. Mary's, they're going to see a team that they saw just last night in an 8-inning, 1-run loss. The score was 3-2 in that game. And I welcome in my broadcast partner, Zach Kamenkow. I am Lucas Kinsey. Glad to have you joining us today. And Zach, you get a quick rematch. If you are St. Mary's, what do you want to try to do different today that maybe you didn't do in just a 1-run loss last night?
Absolutely, Lucas. Well, first things first, St. Mary's is looking to get the win straight out of the gate. They're going to try to do whatever they can. They're coming off a big win against Cameron just not too long ago, so they're building off momentum, and they're going to come out with that confidence. You know, they're going to walk out there with their chest held high, heads out in front. You know, Colorado Christian suffered a big loss earlier today, so they're going to look to take advantage of that. Maybe try to kick them while they're down early on. St. Mary's, look for them to try to be real aggressive at the start of the ball game and really try to take advantage of Colorado Christian and see what they can do early on.
Here's a look at Colorado Christian as they will be the home team in this game, so they stay over there on the home dugout. There's a look at head coach Larry Hayes, 5th season with the Cougars. Again, mentioned earlier today in the game against WT, Hall of Fame inductee in the NAIA ranks. His team, even in a loss, 1-run loss, Zach, the thing that impressed me the most about Colorado Christian is their grit. I mean, early in the game, there wasn't much offense. They weren't getting things going, but they just stuck with it. And by the end of that game, they were very close to getting West Texas A&M on the ropes. You remember, you go back to the hit goes out in the outfield off the fence. If that one's over the wall, it's a different story. And so for Colorado Christian, again, the resolve, they're a very gritty team, and I think they're going to be a tough out. St. Mary's, though, they showed their defense, their pitching, their efficiency in that last win against Cameron. Should be fun.
Absolutely. We're in for a real great game. I mean, like you said, Colorado Christian just a couple inches away from completely different outcome in game 1 earlier today, but they got to try to execute with runners on base. And that's going to be the story here in this one, to see if the Cougars can take advantage and execute.
All right, the leadoff batter for St. Mary's is Lauren Gonzalez, and she had an outstanding game earlier today in the win over Cameron. She'll swing at the first pitch, and it's gobbled up by third baseman number 18. Shortstop number 18, Leah Garcia. She made a lot of those plays in the first game today against West Texas A&M. And again, this one here, winner will play West Texas A&M tomorrow at 2:30. Lady Buffs have won 2 games. Each of these 2 teams have suffered just 1 loss. And offensively for St. Mary's in that first game, they scored the 5 runs against Cameron, but it didn't feel like an explosive 5. They were able to do some things with some bunts, with a squeeze play on the bases.
A lot of small ball we saw from St. Mary's, and we're going to look for them to do that again. They did that last night as well against Colorado Christian.
There's another smooth play from Leah Garcia, the shortstop for Colorado Christian, and they're quickly 2 away. Just starting at Schaefer Park. Third game of the day here coming your way on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network and NCAA.com. Reyes will be the next batter up, center fielder here for St. Mary's. And we came away from the last game very impressed with Reyes, what she was able to do with her glove, and then as the game went on, was able to get a hit. There's the batting lineup for St. Mary's. Reyes up now. And a big swing and a miss.
Reyes really stood out in the outfield. We saw her make some stellar plays out there last game, and she showed off that cannon of an arm she had. She can also do it in the box as well.
You go back to last night's game, 3-2 was the score in that one. In the circle for Colorado Christian, number 12, Avery Castillo. And you like the local flair. She's from Hereford, and she's pretty good. Gets the strikeout right there. And a nice start defensively for the Cougars. And you can hear their fans. They want another chance at West Texas A&M. They want to move on and keep playing softball. That good start, top of the first. No score. We come back with Colorado Christian up to bat. We'll see Edwards and the Middleton sisters when we come back here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
All right, there you see Colorado Christian coming up to the plate after a great defensive start. And we will see number 9, Sammy Edwards. Sammy, a .355 hitter. Let's pull up the batting lineup when we get a chance here for Colorado Christian. In the circle for St. Mary's, it'll be number 21, and that is Jaden Abrego. Right-handed pitcher with an ERA of 5.10, 5 wins, 6 losses. And I think it's crucial for St. Mary's, Zach, to get off to a good start. And obviously they didn't do what they wanted to with the sticks, but you're facing a Colorado Christian offense that if they get going, they can really put some runs on the board. You don't want to let them jump out and get 2 or 3 runs here in this first inning.
Right, and this Colorado Christian team really hasn't erupted like we know they can.
Right.
Here in this regional play. I mean, they've been held low scoring, only 7 runs here in their starting game number 3. I mean, you think about it, 7 runs in 2 games isn't too bad. They scored 3 last night in the win against St. Mary's, and then 4 in the 5-4 loss earlier today. When you think about it, 7 runs isn't horrible, but that's 1 win and 1 loss. You need to score more runs, especially when you're coming in as a team who's only lost 4 games on the season before regional play.
Left-handed batter, the leadoff hitter, Edwards. And she was critical in their first game of the day today, Colorado Christians. She's going to chop this one down to first base, and the tag made. Good play defensively by St. Mary's Kaylin Ruiz. Edwards 1 for 3 against WT. 2-run home run out in right field. She grounds out, so it brings up number 85, Kayla Middleton.
She sparked some life for the Cougars with that 2-run home run, but unable to do so in the leadoff position from Sammy Edwards.
Pitcher Jaden Abrigo is a sophomore out of San Antonio, Brennan High School. And going up against Middleton, a junior from Golden, Colorado. Good contact there. That one over the left fielder's head, and that'll be a base hit. Give Middleton a double. And, Zach, this is what you noticed at the end of the top of the first after the strikeout for Colorado Christian. You said, hey, this team seems to be fired up. They seem to be very focused from the beginning.
Yeah, they seem in it to win it. I mean, you can come out, they're bringing the energy. Colorado Christian is, and a big double there by Kayla Middleton. Let's see if her sister Kenzie could finally start to heat up. We haven't seen her do what she fully can so far in this regional, what she's been known to do. This is the RMAC Player of the Year. We haven't seen too much power slugging from Kenzie Middleton.
That pitch low, so the count evens at 1-1. Again, just starting bottom of the first. You're from Schaefer Park on the campus of West Texas A&M. Third game of the day. It's an elimination game here in the NCAA South Central Region Tournament. Ball hit hard up the middle. It's a base hit, and with the speed that the Cougars have, that's a run. Scooting over to second.
And that's what Middleton needed. That's her second hit in the regional tournament. And she's finally contributing in the way that she wants to. Big RBI single from her early on to bring home her sister out there on second base.
That's quite a connection there, the number 2 and 3 hitters. And, you know, Kayla gets on and then says, all right, Kenzie, bring me around.
And they did it that time, and they're going to look to do more of that here in this one. So we haven't seen their full potential yet in this tournament.
Next batter up, a dangerous hitter, Savannah Tourville. She was able to hit a home run in the first game today in the loss against West Texas A&M. Went 1 for 3 at the plate. Chin Music inside, and the count evens at 1-1. Again, this Colorado Christian team, just a really impressive record. 57 wins, just 5 losses. Ball hit hard to second base.
Moves the runner, does the job.
So there's now 2 away. A good put out for Salinas. So if you're St. Mary's, critical position here with number 22, Logan Menzies up. You got 2 outs. The Rattlers have got to find a way to collect this third out and just allow 1 run to score.
Menzies, though, a couple big 2-out hits in this tournament so far. We saw one earlier today. Just missed a home run by a couple inches. Could have really changed the faith in that outcome earlier today.
Pitch from Abrigo. Close, but a ball. Your umpires for this game: home plate, Ken Rice. Over at first base, George De La Cruz. And third base umpire, Rocky Barnhill. That one called a ball. Menzies a .350 hitter with runners in scoring position, .367. Goes opposite field. And that'll be a single, score another run.
Menzies continues to stay clutch. 2-out hits. I mean, she seems to be the girl you want up every time when there's a runner in scoring position and 2 outs, and that's what the Cougars have been missing so far in this tournament.
And for St. Mary's, again, just a spot that they don't want to use the word desperately in just the first inning. But the way this has started and just the body language, the momentum, it feels like a big spot already.
Absolutely. It seems like this is a different Cougars team that we've seen in the previous games. But same with the Rattlers as well. They're not coming out with the same energy right now. Possibly, I mean, they're going back-to-back games, tired. Colorado Christian had a couple-hour break in between. I mean, that's the benefit of coming in as the higher seed. But nonetheless, both teams up against elimination. St. Mary's really with their backs against the wall early on here in this one.
Ball gets away from the catcher, and that allows Logan Menzies to move over to second base. Got past the catcher, Jamison Holder. As now the next batter that Abrigo is going to try to sit down will be number 24, Mickey Berg, a senior from Las Vegas. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. The runner on second for the Cougars, and the pitch again drifts inside. It was one area in St. Mary's earlier game that they did not struggle with. Control in the circle. There were not many walks at all, if any.
No walks last game.
Okay, and then it was plays like that where you force it to be played, let your defense do the rest, and St. Mary's gets out of the inning, but not before 2 runs cross off of 3 hits for Colorado Christian. A good start for the Cougars. They lead 2-0 through 1 inning. We're back after these messages on the LSC Digital Network and NCAA.com.
For more information.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela burns it. An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it. It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Postseason softball action coming your way today from Canyon, Texas. On a hot but nice day today. Anytime the wind's not blowing, Zach, here in the Texas Panhandle, we love it. So
absolutely. I mean, we're sweating a little bit up in the booth right here, but
we'll take a little heat.
We'll take this over, bring in 2 jackets and some mittens.
This one popped up, an easy out for Colorado Christian as Jamison Holder swung on the first pitch. And it was hit right, softly right into the glove of shortstop Leah Garcia. 1 away. You mentioned this, Zach, during the break. Avery Castillo, pitcher for Colorado Christian. Another pitcher with some LSC ties as she transferred from UT Permian Basin.
Absolutely. She's not the only pitcher on this staff that is familiar with the Lone Star Conference, as well as her teammate Callie Crandall.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Avery Castillo is no stranger to the St. Mary's Rattlers. I mean, she's seen these girls before, but these girls have also seen her, but it seems so far Castillo's got the upper hand.
One ball, 1 strike. To the batter, Ayala. Emily Ayala. Score update for you on the other side of the bracket at Irwin Ball Park in Tyler, Texas. Top of the 7th inning, and Lubbock Christian leads St. Edward's 6-2. 12 hits for the Lady Shaps today, so impressive there.
Facing elimination as well.
That's right. Winner will take on Oklahoma Christian, who suffered a close defeat. They lost to UT Tyler earlier today by the score of 2-0. Still lots of work to do, but it seems like the number 1 and maybe the number 3 seeded Lady Buffs in the region, UT Tyler and WT, could they be headed for a rematch?
Possibly a super regional matchup.
Yep.
That would take place next week, but we'll have to see how the rest of the tournament plays out.
Yeah, and these two teams right here have something to say about that, including the Cougars of Colorado Christian, who are off to a great start. Another out collected there, 2 away as they retire Ayala. And Erica Gomez is up next for St. Mary's.
UT Tyler being all dominant team in the LSC all year. I believe only losing, if I'm twice on the whole season, at least in the conference play.
Yeah, one of the top-ranked teams in the country, and there are 3 in the top 10 in this South Central region. This one popped, foul. With 2 outs, the batter, Erica Gomez, 5'4" junior out of Stafford, Texas. Ball hit hard, but a great play made for Colorado Christian. Taking care of business. Second baseman, Kayla Middleton with the catch. No runs, no hits, no errors defensively. Look at this one again. Gotta get that good defense behind your pitcher, just like that. We head to the bottom of the second, 2-0 lead for Colorado Christian. The Cougars cruising early.
The NCAA expresses our gratitude to our corporate champions and partners. Without their support, these great championship moments and opportunities are not possible for our student athletes. The NCAA's commitment to the highest levels of fairness and well-being, along with the pursuit of excellence in both academics and athletics, helps build a championship culture. With their generosity, our corporate partners make it possible to celebrate champions. Thank you.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
2-0 lead for the Cougars of Colorado Christian. And up to bat, Garcia, who has been stellar defensively for the Cougars, the freshman from Amarillo, Texas. Garcia, a solid freshman campaign, batting average of .333 with 51 hits, 13 doubles. She's driven in 30 runs. Stays back on that pitch and tried to push it over the second baseman's head, but a good catch made by Destiny Salinas for out number 1.
Salinas also showed out defensively last night for St. Mary's, making some good plays over there. She made another good one right there, saving that one from falling in.
It brings up first baseman Taylor Olson. Chopped down the third base side, and a really good play by Ramos.
2 quick outs, though, for Abrego out there in the circle. That's what you need after allowing 2 in the first. Quite the opposite, though, for Colorado Christian, what they want.
Yeah, already 3 hits for the Cougars in the game. Nothing going yet for St. Mary's. Up to bat here for Colorado Christian. It is number 7, Cameron Quilling, the sophomore from Carson City. And on the season, Quilling with 8 hits.
Only one at bat here in this tournament so far. We saw her come up to bat last night, but nothing doing for her. 0 for 1 so far in the tournament.
Did that hit the bat or did it hit the hand?
They're going to roll a foul ball. I think it hit both right there.
Okay. That's a tough call for the umpire to make.
It definitely hit the knob, though, but it definitely hit her as well. You know what I mean? I think it hit both. We can get a look here on the replay. Try to slow it down. And no reaction also.
Probably would have hurt, huh?
Yeah, Quilling also not showing any reaction. Makes you probably think that it didn't hit her straight out of the gate. Probably hit the bat first. Lessen the impact a little bit.
So ahead in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Is Jaden Abrego. That one's low. And a rare trip from the home plate umpire to the circle.
Possibly talking about approach, how the umpire wants to pitch call to the hitter. No, I'm just kidding. Just got to buy the catcher some time. The catcher holder took the ball maybe off her forearm probably. I know how that is being a previous catcher back in my day.
Should be playable for the shortstop. A good speed. Beating the throw was Quilling. In a bang-bang play, she's safe.
Center fielder number 9, Sammy Edwards.
And just enough depth on the contact over to shortstop to allow the runner time to get down to first base safely. 2 outs and back to the top of the order with Sammy Edwards.
Just a good hustle play, and there she goes again.
Yeah, some surprising speed here from Quilling. But again, you mentioned not as much of an opportunity for her offensively, and she's taking advantage of this opportunity here in a big spot.
Absolutely, put the ball in play. And she sprinted down that line. She didn't want to go out easily, and she beat the throw. And then she takes second base on the first pitch, and now she's in scoring position with a leadoff hitter right up to the plate for the Cougars, and Sammy Edwards.
That one's a strike on the outside corner to Edwards, senior from Colorado Springs. Outside hit. Shortstop catches. They're going to rule that she caught that one in the air. And so that is the 3rd out. Good play over there defensively by Gomez.
Hit it hard just right to her.
Good movement, and that was the 3rd out. So no runs come across in the bottom of the 2nd. We move to the top of the 3rd inning. Colorado Christian leads 2-0 in the elimination game over St. Mary's University.
Tell me what it is that you need.
Welcome back to Schaefer Park. Lucas Kinsey alongside Zach Kamenkow, also the Thunder Vision Director Daniel Kalunga. Glad to have you joining us for the broadcast. Third game of the day today, and back-to-back elimination games. The first one, well, going back to the first game of the day today, was West Texas A&M defeating Colorado Christian 5-4 in a 3-2 seed matchup. Second game of the day saw St. Mary's, the Rattlers, take down Cameron and end the Aggies season. 5-0 win there. And so now each of these two teams with one loss for the weekend. Winning team will advance on to take on West Texas A&M tomorrow.
Fighting for their lives here.
Yeah, that's right.
Both these teams, still a lot of ball game left in this one, but they're surviving advance. They're trying to play tomorrow, and they got to win here in this one.
Good pitch in from Avery Castillo there, and she's ahead 1-2. Castillo from Hereford, another local talent, coming back home, so to speak. Swing and a miss and a big strikeout as Lauren Ramos can't catch up to the outside heat, and there's quickly one away.
Castillo's second strikeout of the day.
First baseman number 35, Kaylin Ruiz.
And again, those tempting, pitches to the batter, because you look at that and is it outside? Yeah, it is.
Starts on the plate, ends up out of the zone, gets her to chase. It's exactly what she wanted to do, and a good pitcher's count there. Gets her swinging.
Castillo mentioned transferring from UT Permian Basin, a graduate transfer. Played at Colorado Christian during the 2022 season, pitching 2 shutouts, earning 110 strikeouts in 145 innings in the circle. So back at, her career started back in 2019 for UTPB. So a lot of experience. The young lady in the circle right here, Castillo. Pitch fouled off from number 35, Ruiz. Kaylin Ruiz. 209 hitter on the season, 22 RBI. And that one's foul. One-two count with one away here in the top of the third inning. St. Mary's trying to get something going, get a little bit of confidence. And that's not going to help. Beautiful pitch.
Surprised her right there with the off speed. Froze her, caught her looking.
What do you like most that you see from Avery Castillo so
Mixing
far?
her pitches right there. I mean, we saw her the last one. She tried to get, she got the strikeout chasing out of the zone right there. Flips the off speed pitch. Just comes right back across the plate. Catches her looking. Those two completely different pitches result in a strikeout right there. Great job out there by Castillo. If she can keep that up, they're going to have a good chance of playing tomorrow.
Up next for for St. Mary's is Mackenzie Doogie. And Doogie gets it through with a single for the junior out of St. Hedwig, Texas. And,
first hit for the Rattlers in this one.
We talked earlier, Zach, talked some country music. Mackenzie Doogie noticed as she was coming up to the plate, she didn't have country music, but she had Teach Me How to Dougie, which is creative because her last name is Doogie. So Teach Me How to Doogie. teach me how
I
to
see.
doogie.
I didn't think of it like that, but I get what you're saying now. I was just kind of vibing with the song. I was, it's a good song, kind of feeling it a little bit, but I get what you're saying. I think that's pretty clever.
Well, that's how you do it. You put it through and get a single and hopefully get something started if you're St. Mary's. This one to shortstop. Garcia, the flip, the stretch over at first base. And a great defensive play. That's a couple of those today that Colorado Christian has had that get the fans on their feet.
Close play to get the speedy Lauren Gonzalez right there.
So the third out, again, Colorado Christian. They surrender a hit, first of the game, but no runs cross home plate. We'll move to the bottom of the third, and it's the Cougars in control, leading by a couple of runs.
All right, pay attention. Welcome to Fandom 101. We'll cover the tools of the trade from foam fingers in the wave to the super secret wave. How's that for a course description? Lesson 1, your game starts long before the opening whistle, so arrive prepared. 2, if something piques your interest, raise your hand. And 3, work in groups. NCAA championships. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Get your seats today at ncaa.com/tickets. Class dismissed.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions, with exclusive access.
This is your ticket to the NCAA tournament.
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com, the home of college sports.
Leading off.
South Central Regional Tournament action here from Canyon, Texas. And our score 2-0. Pitch fouled off, hits the netting. To our leadoff hitter here, Kayla Middleton.
Kayla Middleton really been hot all tournament. I mean, doubled her last time up. She had 3 hits in last night's game as well against St. Mary's. And then earlier today against WT, she had a hit as well. So she's been hitting the ball pretty well, getting on base as much as she can to try to help her team win. But we'll see. She's facing 2 strikes here.
Yeah, Middleton, along with her sister, Kinsey, one of those players, and there's several on the roster for Colorado Christian, have good bat speed, good power, but also some athleticism when they put the ball in play. Can get on base.
Run the bases as well. Absolutely. 5-tool players, and that's what makes them stand out. I mean, these 2 Middleton sisters are really leading the team in most offensive categories, and it shows why. And they're making stellar plays defensively as well, with Kenzie behind the plate and Kayla, who's up to bat right now, playing second base. We saw her make a couple good plays as well all day today and last night as well.
Abrego firing a couple of nice pitches, being fouled off, and so she's ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stays back and just taps it down to second base. The flip, and it's safe, and there's that speed.
There's the speed we were talking about right there. That's just like a push bunt. She didn't mean to do that at all, but the speed shows right there, and that's her second hit. That's going to be awarded as an infield hit right there. And Middleton stays hot.
It's a tough play to make, and really the right call. If you are Salinas, you have to flip that underhand on the run. Good at camera angle there.
She did all she could do, honestly. She tried to get rid of it as quick as she could, just not in time to get Middleton. That's her 6th hit in the 3rd game in her regional tournament.
Leadoff base runner on now for the Cougars. Watch out. That one hit hard. Good diving attempt to make the catch in foul territory by the left fielder Gonzalez.
Just out of the reach, but almost a big needed hit from Kenzie Middleton that she's been just waiting to get that one barrel to fall.
Kenzie Middleton, .419 hitter. Close on that pitch, but maybe just a little outside, evening the count at 1-1. And again, fouled off. So now 1-2 the count runs. Kinsey Middleton today 1 for 1. Kayla 2 for 2. I mean, some good. This is a great offensive start. And, you know, if you're St. Mary's, you feel fortunate, Zach, that you're only down 2 runs.
Right. I mean, 5 hits into the game for Colorado Christian, but just timely hitting not coming up too much after that first inning. But Kenzie Middleton with an opportunity here to bring her sister around if she can get one in the gap, some extra bases. Haven't seen her show off all her power so far in this tournament, just waiting for her to get that one. And you'd like to think that that could ignite the rest of the Colorado Christian offense.
Middleton pops it up. Foul territory. Too far away for either Ruiz or Salinas to track down. Count even at 2-2. Abrego has thrown 40 pitches, giving up 5 hits.
Struggled the first inning, Abrego, but she's kept the Cougars in check since then, only keeping them to those 2 runs.
Well, right now, Kinsey Middleton proving she's going to be tough to get out.
She's not an easy out, no, with only 15 strikeouts on the season. That's over 180 at-bats she's had. I mean, that's a ton of at-bats, and you look at those strikeouts, she doesn't go down on strike. She's going to put the ball in play.
Well, if she can get on base, watch out because her teammate behind her, Savannah Torville, ready to do some damage.
Fouls that one off again, another one by her.
Final score, Lubbock Christian defeats St. Edwards 6-2. So it'll be LCU and Oklahoma Christian, Lubbock Christian and Oklahoma Christian, that will square off in an elimination game in Tyler. And then the winner of that game will have to try to take down the Patriots twice tomorrow.
Yeah, UT Tyler, number 1 seed in this regional whole tournament. In the whole region.
It's a strikeout looking, ball thrown. Middleton steals second, and she's going to go all the way around. And a mistake defensively there by St. Mary's. They do get a strikeout for an out, but in the process, Kayla Middleton
just showing off the speed again. I mean, this ball, as she slid into second base, the throw was going a little bit wide, but it went off her knee as she slid in, and that's when the ball ricocheted. She was able to take third and then home.
So the third run for Colorado Christian. And only 1 out. Savannah Torville up next. Another grad senior for the Cougars. A lot of experience on this roster. And again, you want as much talent as possible, you know, as you head into the playoffs. But I'd say experience, obviously, another thing that matters a lot.
Absolutely, being a veteran player, knowing how to handle your emotions in high-pressure situations, knowing when your season's on the line. I mean, that's not an everyday feeling to experience something like that. Not knowing when it is you're going to take your last at-bat. I mean, you want to play as long as you can for this season, and these girls trying to fight till tomorrow, and the veterans know what it's like to lose, and they don't want to have that feeling right here after this game.
Ball hit hard and through the shortstop out into center field. A single for Savannah Tourville.
Right fielder number 22, Logan Menzies.
Torville continuing a good day today. Had a base hit and an RBI earlier in the game against West Texas A&M, or earlier in the day, against West Texas A&M, and then here in this one coming up with a single right there.
And it brings up Logan Menzies, another senior on the team. And another player that is off to a hot start, 1 for 1 here today so far against the Rattlers. That one called a strike. Team hitting summary, 6 of 13 for Colorado Christian. That's .462. On the other side, the Rattlers only have 1 hit. They're 1 for 10. Inside, ball 2.
Yeah, Menzies 4 for 9 on the tournament so far here in Canyon at this regional. A couple RBIs to add to her name as well, with a pair of doubles to her name, both in the same spot on that big left field wall out there, which we saw earlier in the day today.
Yeah. Yes, she can do damage. Watches that pitch catch the outside corner. Good throw from Abrego. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out and the runner on first base. Tourville. Ball hit hard. That one's going to get over the center fielder's head, off the fence. They'll hold up Tourville at third base, and it's a double. And the offensive party continues for the Cougars here in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
A couple of feet shy of that Buffalo out there in right center. Would have been ironic if a non-WT player would be the one to hit the Buffalo on a home run. But what a shot there by Menzies. I mean, she's continuing a great tournament, going the other way with that one. Just missing a home run by a couple feet, though. Again, just short.
We have a potential pitching change here for St. Mary's, or maybe just a conversation early on for Abrego. I think that's what it's going to be.
Pitching coach is trying to calm her down, a couple hits. Maybe not trying to let this game get out of hand, still give her offense a chance to win and come back in this one, put a couple runs together. I mean, only the bottom of the 3rd, still a couple innings to work with.
All right, they'll huddle up, and St. Mary's defensively knowing they've got to find a way to produce some outs.
The DP number 24, Mickey Bird.
Next up for Colorado Christian, number 24, Mickey Berg. And again, another senior. Good pitch.
She had a solo home run last night as well on top of the batting cages against St. Mary's.
That's some power. For the hitter Berg, who's .341 on her average. Close on the corner, but called ball. Berg, 10 home runs this season. 36 RBI. And again, you're seeing Abrego try to catch that outside corner, and Berg's not falling for it.
No, she's not. She's got a good eye. She knows there's a base open. They might try to work around her. I mean, Berg's 3 for 9 here in this tournament. She looks, hopefully add a couple more RBIs to her total with some good RBI opportunity right here.
That one slapped foul, and it'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. We have a defensive substitution, 2 defensive substitutions, or actually just one. Padilla is the catcher in place of Jamison Holder. Ball hit out into center field. Shallow center, base hit, run scores. And sliding back safely at first is Berg. Lead is 4-0. It's just textbook offense right now by Colorado Christian in the inning.
That's what you need. Base hits are going to win it. Good RBI opportunity. That's what they've been lacking a lot. I mean, we talked about it a little bit ago. Runners on base, timely hitting. I mean, that's what the Cougars have been missing out on, and they're up 4-0 here in the bottom of the third inning because they've been able to execute with runners on base. Big RBI single is second and third there. Now it's first and third with one out.
All right, so Donna Fields is going to go ahead and make the change. We'll take a quick timeout, come back. Madeline Bloom will take the ball and enter the circle here for St. Mary's. They trail 4-0 to Colorado Christian.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II.
All right, into pitch now is number 25, Madeline Bloom. She was the winner in the last game, and now they got the runner in trouble here. They're going to chase her back to third and get an out. And get another out. An incredible defensive play by St. Mary's. And they're going to still allow 2 runs in the inning. But, Zach, how about this finish by St. Mary's?
Berg just really not paying attention, got caught off guard at second base. But poor base running, though, by Menzies and Berg. Berg not paying attention, getting a little lackadaisical going back to second, and that cost them potentially another 2 runs, but they're able to add to their total, but maybe not as much as they like. But big momentum shift. St. Mary's pretty excited after that one.
All right, we will take a 30-second timeout, come back, and we'll have top of the 4th action starting. St. Mary's up to bat. They've got some work to do.
These are the moments that live on, that we'll talk about for years to come. We come here to see history made, sharing in the wins and the upsets.
Together. Because whether we're players or fans, we're all on the same team.
And to us, this is more than just a game. It's an important moment in our lives, one that's worth protecting.
So if you see something, say something. Report suspicious activity to your local authorities.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor.
It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
All right, Destiny Salinas to lead things off for St. Mary's. We've seen it before where, exciting defensive play can get the offense jump-started a little bit, and if you're the Rattlers, that's what you're hoping for. This one hit back to the pitcher, Avery Castillo. Easy peasy right there.
Yeah, I mean, St. Mary's had a big opportunity after the big double play last inning to really start something off strong, but unable to. Salinas goes down pretty harmlessly there, right back to Castillo in the circle.
There's Reba Reyes, the 3-hitter. Swing and a miss on the first pitch from Avery Castillo. Hard hit, but again, shortstop Leah Garcia, a vacuum. And there are quickly 2 away.
Yeah, the young freshman over there, I mean, she's done a pretty good job. We've seen her make some good plays. She's really shown off with the arm strength, but last night, first ground ball that was hit to her, she did fumble it. Possibly a little playoff nerves, but good to see her making a tough play like that and really coming along so far. We saw her play good defense earlier today against WT, and here against St. Mary's as well. She's doing a good job.
So quickly 2 outs, and new batter is new catcher, number 16, Mene Padilla. Sophomore out of San Antonio. She'll watch that one closely. Low for a ball.
Only Padilla's 10th at bat on the season coming up. She's got 1 hit so far in the season, 1 for 9.
And at some point, St. Mary's they got to start knocking. Because in the last inning, I mean, a great defensive play, but as you said, maybe a little careless on the base path, and so fortunate St. Mary's was that there wasn't more damage done and that they only trailed by 4 runs.
Absolutely. The Cougars really bailed them out at that time to get out of that jam. But, you know, St. Mary's unable to take advantage of it here in the top half of the inning. And put anybody on base so far. 2 up, 2 down, and 2 strikes now to the pinch hitter Padilla, who looks to try to make something happen.
Castillo this season, 18 wins, only 1 loss in the circle. 114 strikeouts. This ball hit out into right field, giving chase and making the catch for the 3rd out was Menzies. So again, just an efficient game so far for Colorado Christian. They look poised right now. They want to get back on the winner's side and have a chance against West Texas A&M tomorrow. We'll take the timeout, come back with due up for Colorado Christian, Garcia, Olsen, and Quilling.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby. Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela burns it. An incredible finish by Holmes.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
Shortstop number 18, Leah Garcia.
All right, here's Leah Garcia up for Colorado Christian. Been talking a lot about her today, and it's interesting. I saw her sister come up, younger sister who plays for Randall, and I believe they had a high school playoff game sitting down there at the bottom section, about 3 rows up.
Full uniform, yeah.
That's right. So hopefully her team did well today, but everybody's in the playoffs at this point, right?
Absolutely. I mean, I know they're still playing. Absolutely. I know they're still playing, but look at her finishing up her game, and she's making it out here to watch her sister, and how convenient it is to be here in Canyon, just only about 15, 20 miles from Amarillo.
Behind in the count, 0-2, Garcia is, to, again, second pitcher in this game for St. Mary's, Madeline Bloom. Okay, so Randall did get a big win today in their playoff game. That will be a great strikeout, though. Bloom fools Garcia with that pitch, kind of lunging, guessing there. So a good response. Watch this pitch. I don't know how anybody could make contact on that one.
Good off-speed pitch, just chasing out of the zone, and that's exactly what she wanted her to do right there. Bloom, good job getting her to chase.
You know, Bloom was just outstanding in the first game, 7 innings of work, only allowed 5 hits, no runs, in facing 24 batters, and we use the word workmanlike. She only threw 61 pitches.
Well, that's no walks and no strikeouts right there. She was pitching to contact, and she let her defense work, and they did a tremendous job at that.
This ball hit hard, spinning the left fielder around, but a great catch at the wall by Gonzalez.
Speaking of defense right there, we see a great play.
Lauren Gonzalez.
Putting her body on the line right there, crashing right into the wall. That don't feel too good, I can promise you that. Maybe a little better, though, that she made the grab. Save some extra bases right there.
You know, on plays like that, when the ball's hit quickly out to the outfield, does the outfielder even have time to check where they are and look at the wall, or are you just looking at the ball
on a
the
line
whole
drive
time?
like that, you're just going to make the play. You're usually relying on your center fielder to let you know how close you are to the fence.
Okay.
But in a situation like that, that ball was just a rocket. And I don't know if she even had time to be able to listen for any communication. So she was just full on putting her body on the line, and that was a good job by Lauren Gonzalez just to make the play and then take the impact after. She knew it was coming, but she got the ball first and then braced for impact after, and she's still good out there after the catch.
Yep, got to have a reckless mentality, right?
Absolutely fearless. She's doing whatever she can to win. St. Mary's still in this one, only trailing by 4.
Well, they've gotten a little bit of an injection of confidence, I think, from Bloom coming in the circle, and obviously they had the great double play to get out of the jam.
Yeah, Bloom so far, I mean, an inning and a third, she's got a strikeout as well, but she's just been coasting through the Cougars so far.
Again, this is left fielder number 7, Cameron Quilling. Puts the bat out at the last second. Popped up, easy play for the second baseman, Salinas. Nothing going on that inning there for Colorado Christian, but the Cougars still lead 4-0 as we move to the 5th inning. We're back with more softball here at the NCAA South Central Regional Tournament from Canyon.
The NCAA sponsors 90 national championships each year, none of which could happen without officials. There's an urgent need for sports officials across the country, as they are retiring 4 times faster than they are coming in, leaving shortages at all levels of sport. The NCAA recognizes the importance of officiating on the student-athlete experience and is dedicated to the recruitment and retention of new officials for all sports. There are many great reasons to become an official. Stay in shape and get paid to do so. Meet new people and build relationships within a tight-knit community. Give back to the sport you love by creating a fair atmosphere and upholding the integrity of the game. Say yes to officiating. Visit ncaa.org/say yes to officiating for more information on how to get started.
All right, the St. Mary's Rattlers looking for some offense. They trail 4-0 in the elimination game, day 2 of the NCAA South Central Region Tournament. Lucas Kinsey alongside Zach Kamenkow and the Thunder Vision production team. Glad to have you joining us for game number 3 of today. Zach had the 2 games yesterday, and we've seen a lot of talented softball players, Zach.
Absolutely, we have it. I mean, there's a shot right there by Ayala.
Yeah, she takes that one out in the gap. Right fielder scoops it up, and that's going to be a stand-up double. So could that be the answer that St. Mary's needs? See some of their fans down there trying to get everybody fired up.
Yeah, no, I've got to say, we've been kind of manifesting some things over here. We talk about talented softball. I mean, there's a shot right into the gap right there, just as we were speaking about. And then when last inning we were talking about great defense, and we saw a tremendous play by Gonzalez, literally that same pitch. So I think whatever we're saying kind of goes. We'll have to be careful about that.
Speaking things into existence, Zach?
I think we have a hidden talent right now, and we can't overuse it, though. We're going to have to save it for certain parts of the game, so we can't tell the whole future for you guys or spoil it. But
we'll see what change is made here. Looks like it will be number 14, Erica Gomez. It'll come to the plate, and the change was that there'll be a pinch runner out at second base. St. Mary's will bring on 00 Abigail De La Rosa to pinch run, freshman from LaGrange, Texas.
Going to see some small ball from St. Mary's right here, probably pinch runner. And then first pitch right there from Castillo. Gomez was showing bunt. Probably just trying to make something happen right here. Veteran coach Donna just loves the bunt over there.
That one pops back foul. No outs, the runner on second base. You know, Colorado Christian defensively, Zach, has not been in these situations in this game today. They've not had to face really any adversity or kind of grit their teeth a little bit. And
not really. That double to Castillo gave up to Ayala. It was only the second hit in the game.
Hard hit. Runner thought about tagging, but had to retreat back. Probably a smart decision.
But Ayala with only the second hit of the game, and she was only the second base runner. No walks or no free bases issued by Castillo so far. But Ayala, as well as Doogie earlier on the game, coming up with the only hit so far for St. Mary's, putting some pressure on now, putting them on the Cougars.
Stepping up to the box, Lauren Ramos. And the pitch from Castillo missing. So 2 balls, no strikes. Again, these two teams played yesterday, and it was a tight one, 3-2. Colorado Christian got the win in 8 innings. Ball hit again about the same spot. Runner will tag this time. And safely over to third is De La Rosa. 2 outs. Back-to-back plays where center fielder Sammy Edwards camps underneath, makes the catch. And now it's up to the next batter here for St. Mary's. With a runner on third base, and it's number 35, Kaylin Ruiz.
A big spot for Ruiz here. 2 out. Base hit is what she needs. And that could be what the St. Mary's needs to just chip away right here, chasing 4. And she goes swinging there, but she needs to find a way on base and get De La Rosa home from third base any way they can to break the shutout that Castillo's been putting up against them.
Just 50 pitches thrown by Castillo, 3 strikeouts, no walks. Ball hit back to the pitcher, and Castillo collects it, makes the throw over to first base for out number 3. And
she keeps dealing.
The Cougars do it again. They find a way. 4-0 lead as we move to the bottom of the 5th inning. We're back with more playoff softball action after this timeout.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
The NCAA expresses our gratitude to our corporate champions and partners. Without their support, these great championship moments and opportunities are not possible for our student athletes. The NCAA's commitment to the highest levels of fairness and well-being, along with the pursuit of excellence in both academics and athletics, helps build a championship culture. With their generosity, our corporate partners make it possible to celebrate champions. Thank you.
Leading off for the Cougars, center fielder number 9, Sammy Edwards.
Some of the fans taking in day 2 here at Schaefer Park, the NCAA South Central Regional Tournament.
Beautiful day to get outside, watch softball, and roll the sleeves up and get a tan. You'll see that a lot in the stands right now during this game. Sit in the sun, get that summer tan on.
That's right. Back at the top of the order with Sammy Edwards. And today, Sammy 0 for 2. Team hitting summary. Cougars hitting .444 as a team, 8 for 18. On the other side, the Rattlers not able to get going, 2 for 17. Edwards turns this one over to second base. And an easy play for Salinas. The throw over to Ruiz for out number 1.
Keeping Edwards quiet in this one. We saw her leave the yard earlier with a big home run, which in what we thought might have sparked the comeback for the Cougars earlier in their first game today, but fortunately they fell up short. But she's held 0 for so far here in this game.
Time for the Middleton sisters again. Kayla Middleton, number 85, 2 for 2 today. A double in the first, singled in the third inning.
She's just been red hot this whole tournament.
Stays back on that ball, pushes it out to right field, but a good play defensively for St. Mary's. Doogie gets over and makes the catch for out number 2.
Good swing, though, by Middleton. Just caught it off the end of the bat. You could tell she's still seeing it well out there. She was right on it, just maybe a little bit out in front. Still took a good swing, stayed on balance. Everything was good, just timing. A little bit off there by Middleton, but you could tell she's still seeing it well. Gives it to her sister, Kenzie, now in the box. See what she can do with 2 outs.
1 for 2. Last time up, struck out, and this time she's going to reach base. Able to lob it over the head of Salinas.
She'll get her second hit in this one.
Third baseman number 26, Savannah Tourville.
So with 2 outs, a chance for Colorado Christian. They'd love to add a few more runs to this 4-0 lead, even though they're playing great defense.
But you can never be safe, especially in an elimination game. Castillo's been dealing in the circle, but St. Mary's, they can score some runs. Lone Star Conference team, they face some pretty good competition all year long. They're no stranger to a pitcher that's dealing in the circle. They'll find a way if they really can. They're going to try to fight, do whatever they can to come back in this one.
That one shallow right field and an easy play. Can of corn out there for Mackenzie Doogie. Third out, and so nothing going there for Colorado Christian. We move to the top of the 6th inning. Coming back with Doogie, Gonzalez, and Salinas due up for St. Mary's University. This game moving along quickly. Top of the 6th inning now for Colorado Christian and St. Mary's University in an elimination game in postseason. Good pitching performance from the young lady in the circle right now, Avery Castillo. 53 pitches as she works into her 6th inning of work. 3 strikeouts. Again, has not walked a batter to this point. This is a pitcher that came in today with an 18-1 overall record. And a lot of talk, as you mentioned, Zach, about Colorado Christian and what they have done throughout the regular season offensively. But for me, I look at them in a couple of things that have stood out. Their grit and determination, but also their defense. Their defense has been solid.
Absolutely. They've been making great plays. I mean, we saw 2 errors from them in the game against St. Mary's, which was really unlikely, but those errors came early on. You'd expect the little nerves, first game jitters in the playoffs, maybe get that out of the way, but they've been pretty solid since then. Haven't seen too many mistakes that they've made on defense, but going back to Castillo's numbers, 18-1, those are some intimidating numbers that she's putting up in the circle. If you're St. Mary's, you look at those numbers,
yeah.
I mean, what are you thinking? What's your approach going against those kinds of numbers?
Well, and in the first game, for Colorado Christian, we saw the other young lady, Callie Crandall, pitching, and she has just as much of an impressive resume herself.
Yeah, her numbers are just as high, if not higher, if I remember correctly, than Castillo's. But both of them are equally dominant. Both transferred from the LSC, both familiar with St. Mary's. St. Mary's familiar with both of them, so it's been a good matchup, but Castillo's so far been rolling over them in this one.
And that's going to be a base hit there off the throw over to first base. Good hustle by Doogie. I say it's going to be a base hit. Is that one?
I'd give that a base hit. That's a tough play. Yeah. Garcia almost had it. Throw got by. Middleton not backing up, though, which could have resulted in going to second for Doogie, but she's held at first base on the infield single.
All right, so St. Mary's, again, giving themselves a chance. Leadoff runner here with Doogie on first and Lauren Gonzalez up to bat.
I mean, 4 runs. St. Mary's is still in this ball game.
Yeah.
4 runs, it's just one swing of the bat. You get the bases loaded, one swing of the bat. That's a tie ball game.
Going to try to manufacture something, and good hustle by Gonzalez. She's going to be thrown out down at first base, but does move Doogie over to second.
Close play, but good defense right there as we talk about solid defense. St. Mary's going to play small ball sometimes. You just got to pick up the ball and throw it to first, get the out. That's all you could do. Good bunt, though, right there by Gonzalez. Sack bunt. Just trying to get the runner in scoring position.
Well, did they call?
Not sure what they were calling.
Well, it looked
there.
like Doogie was going back to first base, but now she's going to stay on second.
Right, a little confusion there, but everything stays the same as we initially thought. But I'm not sure what the confusion was there.
Brings up Salinas next here, the lefty. 0 for 2 today.
Big RBI opportunity for her. Could spark a rally. All they need is one, and then just get one to chip away, and then who knows what could happen after that. Trade places, bring in another one, just start chipping away. That's all St. Mary's can do right now. Start small.
Oh, and that was nearly a double play ball. Great catch by Tourville.
The throw's on target. It would have been close, though. It would have been close. I don't know if Tourville would have been able to get.
I think she got excited, right?
Second. She did. Yeah, I think
made a great catch.
She saw her off. I mean, get a look at this. Right to her hot shot. Not much Doogie can do over there at second, but
would have been close even if the throw's on target.
It would have definitely been close, but Doogie's in there safely with the wide throw. 2 away, though.
And again, that's what we were just talking about. Colorado Christian maybe gets in a little bit of trouble, and then that defense gets them out.
Absolutely. I mean, that's just playing the hot corner right there. Good reaction over there by Savannah Tourville. Right to her again.
Tourville collects it, makes a perfect throw to first base for the 3rd out. So back-to-back defensive plays by the 3rd baseman, Savannah Tourville. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. This lead holding for Colorado Christian. 2 in the first inning, 2 in the third, and they lead it 4-0 over St. Mary's.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions, with exclusive access.
This is your ticket to the NCAA tournament.
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com, the home of college sports.
There you see a 4-0 lead for Colorado Christian, who's going to take on West Texas A&M tomorrow. We'll find out soon enough. Right now the Cougars in the bottom of the 6th looking to add a little bit of insurance. They'll lead off with Logan Menzies. And really, Zach, since the pitching change was made for St. Mary's and Bloom came on in relief, St. Mary's has shut things down. From a defensive standpoint, they just have not been able to manufacture runs.
Right. I mean, Bloom out there in the circle, she's only given up 1 hit to the Cougars since entering play. She's really held them off the bases for the most part. Doing a good job letting the defense work, and that's what we've seen from St. Mary's. It's just lack of offense for the Rattlers in this one.
First pitch to Menzies is low and away for ball 1. Hard hit. Gomez comes across and plays that ball perfectly from the shortstop position. 1 away.
Bloom letting the defense work right there, right to shortstop Erica Gomez. Good hands, good footwork, able to shuffle on over to first base, right to the chest of Kaylin Ruiz. Routine ground out to short. Good stuff by Bloom. Keep rolling through these Cougar offense.
Brings up Mickey Berg next. Berg today, 1 for 2, a single back in the third. On the season, she's hitting .346 with 44 hits, including 10 home runs. A couple of pitches not in the zone there, so Bloom will collect herself. That one got away. 3-0 count.
Haven't seen this from Bloom at all today. 3-0 count.
Yeah, control has not been a problem at all for the sophomore pitcher.
Good call, though, by Padilla behind the plate to go talk to her. Try to calm her down. Be like, hey, you've been cruising through this lineup so far. No need to change anything. Just get the ball over the plate. Let the defense work.
Now, Zach, be honest with this, with your days of catching. Are there some times where you just go out there and maybe tell a joke or just do something off the wall a little bit to settle down your pitcher?
Absolutely, and I think that's a situation right there where you do that. Like, hey, you've been cruising so far. Yeah. You're no one on base. We don't need to afford a walk right here. You know, sometimes there's times where you need to yell at a pitcher as well.
Okay.
I mean, if you got a guy or a girl, if you got someone that's walking girls or guys falling behind in counts and just not really throwing competitive pitches,
kind of challenge them a little.
Yeah, maybe you need to go out there and get in their face a little bit, spark a fire under them a little bit. You know what I mean? But in a situation like this, it looked like they were laughing out there, kind of Padilla was telling a joke to Bloom out there, and she comes back first pitch, throws a strike, so whatever she did seemed to work so far.
And that is a late call on a strike, but a good pitch, and that was interesting because Padilla caught it in the glove, and you saw her pumping her fist.
Give
like
a fist pump, yeah.
Yeah.
She liked that. I mean, back-to-back off-speed pitches. Whatever she said out there seems to work. Let's see if she can come all the way back here. Bloom, full count.
And that one went out of the zone for ball 4, so batter takes the base. Berg moves down to first. And it brings up next freshman Leah Garcia.
Shortstop number 18, Leah Garcia.
All right, Garcia lined out in the second, a strikeout in the fourth. Swings at the first pitch, and it's fouled. Souvenir, watch out.
Make a
down
play.
There. That's right. Who's down there? Watch out. You don't see as many kids bringing the gloves out, right? When you're younger, you go out to the game and you bring your glove with you.
Not here. Maybe because the stands are mainly behind home plate.
Right.
But, you know, you go to a major league game, there's stands everywhere you look. You know, you're bound to get a foul ball. But also, I'm not too sure if they're letting, the NCAA's letting fans keep foul balls.
Good hit out into right field. As Garcia gets that first hit of the day. And with one out, now there's runners on first and second for Colorado Christian.
Good swing by Garcia, letting the ball get deep. Just going the other way with it, staying short. Staying in her legs, you can see right here, off-speed pitch. Fastball, it looked like. Instead, just staying in her legs, going the other way, and that's what you want to do, staying short, move base to base.
And what does that mean, Zach, when you talk about staying in your legs?
You know, come back, staying on balance. You know, when you think stay in your legs, you know, you're keeping all the power comes from your legs. So the second that you come out of those legs and your balance comes all in the upper half, you're going to be lunging forward and off balance, and then
you lose the power.
Absolutely, because the swing starts from your legs up. It all starts from the ground up, and as soon as the legs go, the upper body's going to follow, and it's all going to come out of balance. But great job, though, right there by Garcia to stay on it and stay balanced.
One count to number 17, Taylor Olson. Late swing, and that's fouled away. Again, the winner of this one keeps her tournament hopes alive and takes on West Texas A&M tomorrow afternoon, 2:30 start right here at Schaefer Park. Losing team will see a solid season, a solid year come to an end. And right now, Colorado Christian looking like a team that is going to get a chance at a rematch. And a great game that we saw earlier today, one-run victory for West Texas A&M. That pitch is low to Olson. And the count is run full, 3-2. One out, runners on first and second for the Cougars.
Colorado Christian, also a good opportunity right here to tack on a couple more runs and pad the lead a little bit. You know, feel a little safer, because 4 runs isn't enough to feel safe against St. Mary's. I mean, we're going into the top half of the 7th next inning, only last chance for St. Mary's, but anything can happen.
Hard hit and good hustle to get back to the bag by Berg and avoid a double play ball. Good catch over at second base by Destiny Salinas.
Good swing by Olson, though. Low and away. Talking about staying in your legs, she did a good job there. Pitch was down low. She came out of her legs. Her upper body would have just been spinning off and probably not been able to get a solid contact as she did there, but good job by her staying grounded, letting the ball travel, staying short, just right to the second baseman.
This is going to be Michaela Oakes, a junior from Tuttle, Oklahoma. After seeing the Aggies in the last game, you got to wonder, how did she get out of the state of Oklahoma and not end up on the Cameron Aggies roster?
I'm sure it was a tough decision for her to leave the great state of Oklahoma for softball.
That pitch in for a strike. Good one thrown there by Bloom. On the season, Oaks hitting .225. This will be her 90th at-bat. Has 20 hits, 12 RBI. Got jammed inside, popped it up, good hustle, and the scoop catch from the third baseman, Ramos, for the third out. So we've played 6 innings, and it has been Colorado Christian that has been in control. They lead 4-0. They can end it. When we come back, we'll find out if the Cougars advance or if St. Mary's has a comeback in them. We'll be back right after these messages.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Top of the 7th inning, last chance here for St. Mary's University. Trailing 4-0, top of the 7th, in a game that has seen Colorado Christian control things. 2 runs in the bottom of the first, 2 runs in the bottom of the third. And you look at St. Mary's, it's been goose eggs across the scoreboard through 6 innings. First pitch hit over to second base, and Padilla quickly put away. Nice job by Caleb Middleton, the second baseman.
Castillo looking for the complete game shutout.
Yeah.
Only giving up 3 hits. I mean, not really had any stressful time out there in the circle. I think it was back in the 5th. She had some runners on base, but other than that, really hasn't been any stressful situations, just kind of coasting through this lineup.
First pitch to the next batter, Ayala, is in for a strike. Yeah, this just, you said it early in the game, even I think the first defensive trip there in the top of the first for Colorado Christian. You said you liked what you saw from them. You liked their poise, their confidence, just their attitude. They seem like a team that said, hey, we slipped up today, lost just by a run, but we're on a mission. We've got somewhere to be tomorrow at 2:30.
Absolutely, but good shot there by Ayala. Her second time finding the gap right there.
Gets around to second base. You're exactly right. Nice piece of hitting. A 1-out double there for Ayala.
But going back to what you were saying, absolutely. The first inning, I mean, the Cougars came out 2 right on the board, but that's a team that's not used to losing. See here, replay. Good job. Talk about staying in your legs right there. That's where all the power comes from. You stay in those legs, you get good backspin, drive that ball to the deepest part of the yard. Ayala, her second double of the day. But, yeah, absolutely. I honestly thought we were going to see more runs out of the Cougars and more offensive production, but we've still seen the Cougars come alive here earlier in the game against St. Mary's. Not a team familiar with losing. They didn't like that, how they felt this morning.
Some power off the bat there, but not deep enough. Center fielder, easy catch there. Edwards makes the second out. Down to their potentially last at-bat. As number 22, Lauren Ramos will come up.
Lauren Ramos.
Last chance Ramos is for the Rattlers here. She goes first pitch swinging.
Colorado Christian will looking to pick up win number 58.
The magic number for Colorado Christian, you think, after they get this one, it's 60. They need to win 2 tomorrow, assuming they get this last out right here. So they're looking to flip that number 2 more times tomorrow after this one.
Way ahead in the count at 0-2, Avery Castillo. That pitch hit hard, but foul from Ramos. If it is Colorado Christian and West Texas A&M, as a fan, you got to be excited about that matchup tomorrow after what we saw in our first game of the day today, Zach.
Absolutely, and it was a packed house as well. I would imagine Saturday, 2:30 start time. We're going to have a packed house even more tomorrow for that game.
Ball hit hard right back at the pitcher. Going to be a tough play. And a good hustle by Ramos, so she's safe at first, and the Rattlers not going down easily.
Not so fast talking about tomorrow. Maybe our manifesting has come to an end. St. Mary's looks to put a stop to us.
Well, I think this, for St. Mary's, their head coach, Donna Fields, there's not going to be any panic from Coach Fields. 26 seasons, she knows what she's doing, and she's trying to inject that confidence in her team right now, saying just go one at a time.
Absolutely.
Give us a chance.
The Rattlers got the tying run on deck. They get her up. One swing of the bat ties the ball game when you really think about it.
Avery Castillo. Good pitch. And again, she is focused.
First real stressful situation for her. Best opportunity for St. Mary's that they've had all game comes here. Final pitch, possibly on the way from Castillo.
A little low to Ruiz, so she stays alive. Ball hit hard and through. That's going to get a run home for St. Mary's. The Rattlers are on the board. Hard hit from Kaylin Ruiz. And she brings home the first run of the game. Still don't have to panic if you're Colorado Christian. You lead by 3 runs, but...
Tying runs in the box right here, though. Home run ties the game.
These are the situations that if you are a Colorado Christian fan, a parent, somebody watching right now, you're just saying, come on, one out. Just one out.
You're one pitch away, but if you're St. Mary's, mistake pitch from Castillo could result in a Lauren Garcia home run right here.
All right, Garcia, senior from San Antonio. First pitch was a ball, and here comes Coach Fields. I think we're going to get a pinch runner over at first base. And it's number 27, Reagan Tinnell.
Garcia only one long ball in the season, not known to hit a home run, but could possibly hit the biggest one in her life right here if she can get a hold of one. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit. You see the flag is out in center field, blowing a little bit. So maybe get one up in the jet stream, possible. It's not out of the question here.
That pitch was close. But a good eye from Garcia to watch it out of the zone. Ball 2. Castillo comes back quickly, and a good fastball fouled away. If Garcia can get on base any way possible, then St. Mary's is back to the top of the batting order. Ball hit high in the air. Should be an easy play, and it is. Garcia calls everybody off, makes the catch, and that will do it. Colorado Christian defeats St. Mary's 4-1, and they're moving on. A date with West Texas A&M awaits the Cougars tomorrow in a rematch. It'll be an elimination game for Colorado Christian. If they're able to win tomorrow in the first game against WT, it will force an elimination game, obviously, for both teams, and it would be the winner takes all.
Absolutely. WT being 2-0, it is double elimination, so Colorado Christian already have one loss under their belt. If WT takes the first game, like you said, it's over for Colorado Christian, but if the Cougars win, it's sudden death basically in game 2 tomorrow. But we have to see if we get there first. Colorado Christian obviously looking to play 2 tomorrow. West Texas A&M only looking to show up and go home after one game, but we're in for an exciting match if it's anything like what we saw earlier today.
Impressive performances from a lot of different players. Obviously, you got to look at the pitching from Avery Castillo, getting win number 22 on the season, 22 wins and 2 losses, and through 7 innings of pitching, allowed just 6 hits, only 1 earned run. She was really good, Zach. So was her defense behind her. And then for Colorado Christian, they got just enough offense. They got the offense at the right time, scoring 2 runs in the bottom of the first and then 2 runs in the bottom of the third. For St. Mary's on the other side, that's a gritty team. I mean, tip your cap to Donna Fields and the St. Mary's Rattlers for their performance in the postseason this weekend. They did some good things.
Absolutely. We saw a lot of life out of that St. Mary's team. Not a big powerhouse team, but really good small ball. That's a fundamentally sound team. Not making many errors out there on defense, running the bases well. I mean, putting good bunts down, but unfortunately for them, Colorado Christian able to outscore them and out-hit them as well. I mean, they put up 10 hits, Colorado Christian did, but 4 runs to 1 is what the Cougars take home in this one.
All right, we'll step aside, take a timeout, wrap things up when we get back. Again, tomorrow here at Schaefer Park, 2:30 start. West Texas A&M will take on Colorado Christian. Back after this timeout on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
The NCAA expresses our gratitude to our corporate champions and partners. Without their support, these great championship moments and opportunities are not possible for our student athletes. The NCAA's commitment to the highest levels of fairness and well-being, along with the pursuit of excellence in both academics and athletics, helps build a championship culture. With their generosity, our corporate partners make it possible to celebrate champions. Thank you.
Welcome back into Schaefer Park. It's the post-game show. We're wrapping things up here in day number 2 of the South Central Regional Tournament here at Schaefer Park in Canyon, Texas. Game 3 wrapped up here today. Colorado Christian continues their season, staying alive, moving on to tomorrow. Colorado Christian with a final score of 4-1 against St. Mary's, whose season comes to an end after this one. St. Mary's put up a tough fight after a long 2 days. Extra inning loss last night to Colorado Christian was how the first game went for these two teams. Colorado Christian walked it off in the bottom of the 8th last night. But going back to today, St. Mary's played their second game of the day just now. They beat Cameron by a final score of 5-0 their first game, and they come back here in game number 2 right after and unfortunately fall short to Colorado Christian. Avery Castillo was awarded the win for Colorado Christian. The Cougars move on to tomorrow. That game will take place at 2:30 Central Time here on the LSC Digital Network as well as NCAA.com. Looking at more stats, though, from the game. Castillo, complete game, only allowing 1 run, 6 hits she gave up, 3 strikeouts. She did not walk anyone. The loss goes to St. Mary's Abrego. Unfortunate way for the Rattlers season to end, but they put up a good fight. Saw a lot of good things out of them. Young team. Going to be excited to watch them in the future. Kayla Middleton, 2 hits. Kenzie Middleton, 2 hits as well. Both of them continue to stay hot. Kayla Middleton really continuing her streak, extra base hits. Another double for her in this one. We're in for an exciting matchup, though, tomorrow. Menzies going to stay hot as well. 2 more hits to add to her name. Another double for her. She's been crushing the ball as well as a couple of these other Colorado Christian girls, but they're going to have to face a tough West Texas A&M Lady Buff lineup tomorrow at 2:30. Avery Castillo with the win. Colorado Christian advancing. Final round of the regional tournament will take place tomorrow. Colorado Christian must win game 1 to advance. If they lose, West Texas A&M will take the regional championship. If Colorado Christian ends up beating WT in the first game, they will play a sudden death matchup tomorrow night following the conclusion of the first game. But that'll do it here at Schaefer Park for this one. 4-1 is the final score. The Cougars move on. West Texas A&M tomorrow, 2:30 p.m. Central Time. Lucas, Kinsey, and I will be back. I'm Zach Kamenko along with my broadcast partner, Lucas Kinsey. Thanks for joining us right here on the LSC Digital Network. We'll be back tomorrow